Medicines are chemicals or compounds used to cure and prevent diseases, ease symptoms, and help in the diagnosis of illnesses. Advances in medicines have enabled doctors to cure many diseases and save lives. There are various types of medicines, but traditional Chinese medicine is a branch of traditional medicine in China. It has been described as fraught with pseudoscience, and the majority of its treatments as given no logical mechanism of action. To know more about traditional Chinese medicine, check out our next segment with Dr. Jaikanth.
Today we are going to see some very important concepts in traditional Chinese medicine. According to traditional Chinese medicine, what you see in the cosmos is what is there within your body. There are 5 elements. What are these 5 elements? You have the fire element, the earth element, the water element, the air element, and the wood element. And all these elements are interrelated to an organ in your body. The fire signifies heart or the small intestine. The wood signifies the gallbladder or the liver. When these elements have some disorder, then you have a problem. And we try to balance these 5 elements within your body by triggering the acupuncture points. Many people ask me, you are inserting a thin needle, what exactly happens and what modern science says about it? When you insert a thin needle, your skin is a receptor. Your skin gives signal to the brain, and there are hormones called as beta endorphins that are produced. And why acupuncture is such very effective in pain relief? Because of these beta endorphins, and it has been proved by MRI and other imaging that these hormones are getting triggered when an acupuncturist places the needle in strategic locations. Treating these 5 elements within your body, sometimes a person is a fire element person, they are very active, they are high in energy. There is a person who is a wood element person, they have problems or deficiency in their liver which really shows out in their eyes, they have twitching in their eyes, they have burning sensation in their eyes. As an acupuncturist, we see what element that we have to balance for this person. Is it the fire element that we have to balance, or is it the water element that we have to balance, or is it the wood element that we have to balance? So every day when we see patients, we also try to look at these elements which are going out of balance in their body. Sometimes you are eating a lot of spicy food, sometimes you are eating a lot of cold food, and sometimes your sleep cycles, all these things changes these elements that are there within your body. And we use the acupuncture points for each of these elements to trigger the necessary impulses and tell your brain, no, I am not out of order, I am in order. And slowly when the treatment goes, you will feel these disorders go away magically. Do you know that your body is your own pharmacy? Your body can create its own medicines. When you have pain, your body can give its own release so that you do not feel the pain. All these things can be done by your body, whether be it medicine or pain inhibiting sensors, all these things can be done in your body. Exactly, these are the things that we use acupuncture to treat. We are trying to stimulate these things naturally in your body, whether to produce medicines, whether to produce pain inhibiting sensations. We do it so that you feel balanced, and the disorders that you face because of any routine in your life or any unhealthy habits get disappeared slowly. And we find a lot of good effects when we treat and when we balance these elements for our patients. I am also going to tell you a few tips or few acupuncture points that you can use it in your home or in your workplaces. One of the major problem that we face is gastric issue. Another major problem that we have is stress. Another problem that we face during these times of pandemic is immunity. There are 3 points that I am going to tell you that will really help you. 1, the point that is there between your thumb and your index finger, we call it as Li4. When you press this point and give amount of pressure, equal amount of pressure here, say 10 times or 15 times, any problems that you have, be it in your face or be it any gastric complaints that you have, will get released naturally. And there is another important point called as P6. P6 is there in the medial area of your hand, just 4 finger width, and you can find the point between your tendons. You have to just press this point whenever you feel nausea or when you have trouble sleeping. You can use this point, and it is a very effective point during times of nausea, vomiting, and also gastric issues. So this point can be triggered. And We are going to look at one more point, which is a very important point for immunity. Immunity is one of the major problems that the modern world faces. How to increase immunity naturally? One of the major points that we use to increase a patient's immunity is Li11. Li11 is there near your elbow, in a depression between your hand and near your arm. You have a depression that you can find when you fold your elbows like this, and you have to press this point, let's say for 10 or 20 times a day. Whenever you are free, you can just do it, and this is a very good point to increase your immunity, and we are finding great results in using this point to treat a lot of diseases or even fever and to generate your immunity naturally. So acupuncture can be used to fight stress, to heal symptoms like nausea, and also helps in boosting your immunity naturally without any use of medicines. Thank you.